Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are in good health. So, what we did in our last session, what we studied, we started our 7th chapter, that is getting to know plants. And in that, what we studied about different types of plants in our surrounding. What were they? They are herbs, they are herbs, shrubs, plants, and climbers and creepers. Herbs or shrubs, climbers, creepers, and the examples also we studied. So now in this video we'll study about the root and shoot system, means parts of plants we have studied. Now we'll study, it is divided into two parts, that is root system and shoot system. So the part that is under the soil, that always remain under the soil, is called the root system. As you can see in this diagram, this part, this is the ground level, and the part that remains under the ground level is known as the root system, and the system which remain above the ground level, this is above the ground level, this part is known as shoot system. So in a plant there are two divisions, root system and shoot system. Okay, root system is, it remain under the soil, and shoot system is above the ground level. So there are two systems, root system and shoot system. So we will first study about the root system. Now what is root system? The part of the plant that is generally present under the soil is called the root. What is root? If we will say what is root? Root is that part of the plant that remain under the soil. If I'll say this plant, this is a small plant, okay, its size is very small, so it is a herb. It is a herb, and this is what, this is the roots, and this part is shoot. So almost this part remain under the soil, so this part is known as root, and this portion above this root, above the root portion, is known as shoot. Okay, this is shoot and this one is root. Okay, so similarly in this one, the portion below the below the soil, under the soil, is known as the root system. In the root system, primary roots are there and secondary roots are there. Primary roots are what? Small fringes that are coming out of this. I'll show you. As you can see in this video, small strands are coming out of this. This is the main root, and small many more roots are coming out. So this is what, this is the main root. The main root is very thick, and small strands they are coming out, that is the, that are not main root, they are known as primary, they are secondary roots. The thick one is primary and the small one are primary root, secondary roots. So this is root and shoot. Now root system. Now we'll study about the shoot system. In the shoot system, this is what, this part is what, stem of the plant. This part is what, stem of the plant. So in the shoot system, the main important part is the stem only, because stem, in the stem only leaves are there, flowers are there, branches are there. So from the stem only all things comes. So we can say it is the backbone of the shoot system. We can say stem is the backbone of shoot system. So what is shoot system? Part of the plant above the soil is called the shoot system. Part of the plant above the soil is known as the shoot system. In the shoot system, what comes? You can see flowers, fruit, stem, leaf, nodes, internodes, bud, leaves, all these come under the shoot system. Now, what is root? The part of the plant which is below the ground is a root. This we have studied. Now, what are the functions of root? Why roots are important? Why roots are available in a plant? So, we'll study. Now, what's the function of roots? Roots are responsible for absorbing minerals and water from the soil and transferring them to the stem. We all know that when we water a plant, where we water? On the leaves or in the root? Where we water? We water them on the roots. Why on the roots? Why not on the leaves? When we pour water on a plant, where we pour? On the leaves or on this root? We water the plants on the roots. Why? Because it absorbs water from the soil. It will absorb water from the soil and it will transfer water and mineral from the soil to whole parts of the plant. Okay, this is what, this is the work of whom? This is the work of roots. Roots capture the water and mineral from the soil and transfer it to whole plant, means all the parts of the plant. Now inside this stem a small tube is present. Not means inside this only a small tube like structure is there, that is known as xylem. What it is known as? It is known as xylem. XYLEM, xylem. So what is the work of xylem? It act as a transporter of roots to all the parts of the plant. It transport water and mineral. Two things it transport: water and mineral. So it transport two things, water and mineral, from roots to all parts of the body. Okay, and one more is there, phloem. PHLOEM, phloem. So what is the work of phloem? It transport what this food from leaves to the roots or leaves to the whole part of the plant. So two are there, two tubes are there inside the stem. One is xylem and next one is the phloem. So what's the work of them? Xylem do two work. As it is X, one work is it transport water, other work is it transport this water and mineral. Two works are there for xylem, from roots to whole parts of the body, not body of the plant. Okay, and what's the work of phloem? Phloem is it transport food from leaves, because who prepare this food in plants? Leaves prepare food in the plant. So from where the food will be transported? Food will be transported from leaves to whole part of the plant. Leaves are also called kitchen of the plant. As in our house we prepare our food in kitchen, similarly in the plant where food is prepared on in the leaves. So where's the kitchen of the plant? Plant's kitchen is in their leaves. Okay, so from leaves the food transport to whole parts of the plant with the help of phloem. Phloem, it is PH not F. We can take it as phloem F, food. Phloem food, phloem food, F like it is. Okay, now another important function of root is to firmly anchor the plant in the ground. Firmly anchor means it hold the soil of the ground. This essential to support the upright position of the plant. Plant will be, if I'll make this plant stand, will it stand? No. Will it stand? Let's see once again. Will it stand? No, it will not stand. Why? Because no soil is there to hold these roots. If soil will be there, it will hold its roots very tightly and this plant can be upright. But as there is no soil, it will not hold the means roots will not hold the soil. So what is the function of roots? It holds the soil. That's why the plant always stand straight. Okay, so this is the other function of the roots. Next function of the roots are, roots also perform the function of storing important nutrients and food for growth. Means in this roots only some nutrients are stored. Okay, so means as in our body extra energy, food is stored in our stomach. Similarly, this is what, this is the stomach of the what, whose plant, and here nutrient and minerals are stored that plant can use later on. So these were the functions of a root. So let's quickly recap them. So for what was the first function of the root? First function of the root is what? It transport mineral and water from roots to whole parts of the plant. Okay, with the help of what? With the help of xylem. Okay. Second function is root firmly anchor the plant. It anchored the plant. It hold the plant and help them to stand upright. Okay. And the third one is it store the nutrient. It store the nutrient and food for the growth of the plant. Okay. Now there are two types of roots. There are two types of root. First one is the tap root and the other one is the fibrous root. Tap root and the fibrous roots are two types of roots. Okay, have you ever seen a radish? So radish is like this, and make, now radish is like something like this with the green leaves there. Yes or no? There's something like this. Okay, so this is a radish. Now in this one, what you can see, that this is like a cone. This radish is like a cone and this is the root of the radish. Now can you tell me, just look at this, these roots, are these similar to the radish root? Are they same? No, they are not same, because this is spread all over. You can see there is no specific line like this. As you can see, the conical shape is not there. As, can you see any kind of conical shape in this one? No, there is no conical shape in this. But in the case of radish, you can see a conical shape. Or as in the case of what? In the case of, what is this? Carrot. Yeah. So in the case of carrot also, you can see the conical shape. So radish and carrot is having the same type of root, whereas this is not having the root similar to them, or other plants I'll take out, they are also not having this type of root. So this type of root which are in conical shape or with a, that are very thick and they are not spread all over, so they are known as taproot. What they are known as? They are known as taproot. And roots like this which are spread, which are having a bunch there, they are having, similarly means, basically a grass is having a fibrous root. Okay, so they are have, they always have bunch like roots. They always have bunch like roots spread all over like this. So they are known, this is what? Fibrous root. And this carrot and radish roots are what? They are taproot. Okay, so we'll study about them. So taproot is what? These are thick primary roots vertically downward and gives off small lateral roots. It is known as a taproot. Examples of taproot: rose, pea, radish, carrot, all these are having the taproot. Okay, tap means what? Like a conical shape. They are very thick. These roots are thick and they are not many lateral roots. Lateral roots means, as we have studied, secondary roots means small strands coming out like this. They don't have too much. They are having small but not too much. So they are what? They are taproot. I'll show you a picture. So this is a taproot. Here you can see main root is there. This is a main root, very thick, and these are lateral roots, but these lateral roots are not as much as we can see in the case of fibrous root. So this is the example of a taproot. Okay, now fibrous root. In fibrous roots, many roots arise in a tuft from the base of this time. These types of roots are known as fibrous root. So in these types of root, what happen in these types of root? a tuft is formed. Tuft means a bunch is formed on the roots. A bunch is formed on the roots. So these types of roots are known as a fibrous root. So let's see. Now here you can see many bunches, many roots are coming from here. So many roots are formed here. They are spread all over. Okay, they are forming a tuft, a bunch is formed under that. So this is an example of a fibrous root. But in the case of taproot, a long root was there, a long root, a thick and long root was there. So this is the difference between taproot and fibrous root. Fibrous root we generally find in the case of grass, wheat, maize, all these we can see grass, wheat, maize, rice. In these all cases we can see the fibrous root. Okay. Now shoot system we will discuss later on the shoot system. So today we studied about the root system. We studied about two types of roots. They are taproot and the fibrous root. And what we studied? We studied about functions of stem, not stem, it was what? Root. We studied about the functions of root and types of root. So in the next video we'll study about the shoot system. In that system we'll study about the stem, these uses of stems. Okay, function of stem we'll study about. Till then what you have to do, you have to start making your notes in rough notebook. Okay, and take care, stay home, stay safe. Sai Ram.